Hey everyone, this is Chase, the Rocky Mountain ATV MC, giving you a closer look at the new Racecraft, Accuri, and the Strata 2 goggles from 100%. All right, everyone, thank you for checking in. So today we're showing you the new Racecraft, Accuri, and the Strata 2 goggle from 100%. A lot of you might know this already, but they recently went back. They revamped this entire lineup, and we've got some big updates today. So we're going to talk about those updates. We're also going to go through and talk about each goggle up here. We'll walk it through, talk about what you're getting at different price points to help you decide, do you want to go with the premium option, go with the Racecraft, you want to save a little bit of money, go with the middleman with the Accuri, or maybe you just want a good budget-friendly goggle, you can check out the Strata. So real quick, let's just talk about the fit real quick, because that was one of the things that they tried to improve with this new version, is they want to have a better fitment around the nose. In fact, they said that they tried to mimic the fit basically of the Omega, which is their premium flagship goggle. And I've tried these on. I like the fit of the new version too. I always said that the previous 100% goggles to me, they just felt a little bit narrow. When you would put them on, I felt like I had to kind of stretch them out a little bit to get them to fit around my eyes. With these ones, they fit a little bit wide. I'll explain why here in just a minute. But also, as far as the nose fitment goes, it is comfortable. I didn't feel like I would have any pinching around my nose if I was riding in one of these goggles. The other big update is that they say they increased the field of view by 17.5%. So you get more vision, and that, I think, is maybe why I feel like the goggle fits a little bit better. Maybe they changed the framing up just a little bit to get that more vision, and that, to me, made an improvement as far as the fit goes. You got to remember, though, we do have our fit guarantee, so no matter what goggle you buy, if you're not happy with how they fit, you can send them back in brand new, unused condition. We want to make sure you get the size and fit that you are liking, so we give you free shipping both ways on your first exchange. Another cool little thing about these is that they have their 9-point lens retention system. Great safety feature, keep that lens in place, especially when you got roost coming at you, so safety for the rider's eyes. And what's unique about 100% is they've been doing this since day one. I think it's really cool, and I think this is what makes them so popular, is that you can buy any one of these goggles and the lenses are all interchangeable. If you bought a Racecraft and you want to interchange a lens with an Accuri frame, you can do that. So all interchangeable with the version 2. Same goes for the Strata. If you bought the Strata and then later on you upgraded, you got a Racecraft, you could take the lens out of your Strata and put it into a Racecraft, no problem. And there are other lens options available to choose from that we will talk about more here in just a moment. But first, let's go through, talk about each goggle, what you're getting at different price points to help you decide which one is going to be best for you. Starting out, we have the Racecraft. So the Racecraft, with this one, you're going to be $65 to about $75, depending on which option you go with. A lot of cool colorways to choose from. That is nothing that surprises us from 100%. They've always got, I think, some of the best colorways out there. But here's what you get with the Racecraft. You've got an outrigger system. You're not going to see that on the other two goggles. And an outrigger system, what that does, it just helps give a better fit when you put the goggle on. Because the strap is not connected to the frame of the goggle, it doesn't try and pull that frame away from the rider's face when you put it on. Instead, it's pulling on the outrigger, so it just keeps a better seal once you have the goggle on. So you've got outriggers, triple layer face foam with the Racecraft. If you look down at the bottom, you have a nose guard that's removable. So this is the only option up here that will come with a nose guard. And then also too, you notice you've got this big vent now here in the nose area, getting a lot of airflow going in. That's just going to help with your venting, also help with your fogging. But that's the Racecraft. Again, this is the premium option, rock solid goggle. Moving on from there, you have the Accuri. So the Accuri is going to be in that 45 to 60 range. What's cool about the Accuri is you aren't going to get some of the features we just talked about with the Racecraft, but there's more options available for different types of riders. I'll explain that. So with this, again, still getting triple layer face foam, 45 millimeter strap. You get a 45 millimeter strap on the Racecraft as well, but you still have that big vent down here in the nose area. You don't get a nose guard with the Accuri, so just keep that in mind. But here's what I like about the Accuri, is that there's 3 options available for different riders. You have the standard option, which is just your regular face foam and your regular foam on top, but they also have a sand option, which has a much denser foam around the frame of the goggle. So if you're a dune rider and you want to try and keep as much sand, or maybe you're in an area where you have really fine dust, you're trying to keep that out of the goggle, you can go with the sand option to help prevent some of that getting between the goggle and the rider's face. Or there's the Enduro Goggle, and that's the one right here in front of me with this clear lens. This comes with a dual pane lens. So for enduro riding, maybe a little bit slower, more technical riding where you're not going to higher speeds, you're not getting as much airflow going through. So you need a goggle that's going to do a really good job combating fogging. So that dual pane lens, you're separating the warm air from the cold, it's going to help with fogging. But remember, you can buy that dual pane lens separate, and you could put that into any one of these goggles. Just keep that in mind. So you've got that, and then you also have a woods version of the Accuri. And the woods version comes with a photochromatic lens, and I love that lens. I wish all manufacturers or all goggle vendors made a lens like this. It automatically tints when it's sunny out, but then maybe you get in some shaded area, or maybe the sun goes away, gets behind some clouds, it will start to lighten up and get clearer when there's less sunlight. So you don't have to worry about, oh no, I'm wearing a tinted lens, it's getting dark outside, or vice versa. It will just automatically do that for you. So I'm a big fan of that lens. Again, that's one that you could buy completely separate. And lastly, with the Accuri, you can get these with their roll-off system as well. That is one downside. I wish they did have a roll-off system for the Racecraft, but they don't. But if you are a mud sand rider and you want a set of roll-offs, you would go with the Accuri. All right, last but not least, you have the Strata. $25 to $40 range, again, depending on which price point you go with. With the Strata, if you're looking for just a good all-around goggle that is budget-friendly, this is a rock-solid option. You got a lot of cool colorways to choose from. You can see you can get tinted lenses or clear lenses. I do want to point out, with the Strata, if you buy a tinted lens option, it's not going to come with an extra clear lens like the Accuri and the Racecraft do, so you'd have to pick one of those up separately. But with the Strata, you get dual layer face foam versus the triple layer that you get on the other two, so it's not going to absorb as much sweat, but you've got a 40mm strap. Again, a lot of cool color options with the lenses, but you'll notice too that down here at the bottom, you're not getting that big vent in the nose area that you are getting with the Accuri and the Racecraft. But aside from that, like I said, it's a very comfortable goggle. It is rock solid. And with the Accuri and the Strata, you'll notice that that third tear-off post is actually going to be on the strap itself versus on the outrigger that you have on the Racecraft. For me, I've worn goggles that have that third tear-off post on the outrigger. I've worn straps like these. To me, I really don't mind either way. To me, that's not going to be a big deal, but hey, might be a preference for certain riders that are out there. There also is an OTG version of some of these goggles as well, so if you wear glasses while you ride, you can get OTG. And lastly, I do want to point out, like I said, there's different lens options available. So you could buy any one of these goggles, pick up a separate lens, like I said, all interchangeable, but they also do have an injection molded lens that is pre-curved that you can buy separately, a little bit more expensive, but if you wanted a premium lens that's going to be optically correct, you could buy that and then put it into any one of these goggles. That does it. That is the lineup for the new Racecraft, Accuri, and the Strata 2. If you do have questions or comments, we would love to hear your feedback, so make sure leave your questions or comments below. If you have one of these goggles or one of the previous models, which one do you have? What do you like about it? What do you don't like about it? It's going to help other riders out that are looking to make their next purchase. To grab your next set, click on the link or head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com. Remember, orders over $75 ship free. If you like this video, you have got to get subscribed to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel. This is all we do. We are the best place to go to if you're looking for product reviews, our product spotlights, our how-to videos, our buyer's guides, everything that you need to get ready to go and have a good time. I am Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.